Before this video starts, I want to say that this person named Trife has made allegations on me before that I have disproven on my end. Now he's trying it again on this person named Mariii. Now, Mariii is stated as a 17+ TikTok page that posts yap content. Trife made a video on her calling her a pedo and a I can tell you right now that he is completely wrong about what he says in his videos and lies at almost every point he makes in his video. For some reason, God knows why, he put the raw, unedited footage in the description of his video because he is just that incompetent. He pretty much exposes himself in there, and it's just so funny to see someone have this insane hero savior complex but be so bad at it and makes up stuff for his own self-gain. I want to also add that I actually interviewed Mariii, and what she says about Trife is shocking, so make sure you watch until the end to understand everything. Firstly, I'm going to be dissecting this video and pointing out all the flaws in it. Now, in the very first second in the video, we see this disclaimer. I'm going to tell you right now that this disclaimer is invalid. You are stating that this video is made for informational, educational, and commentary purposes, yet you are just making accusations and are lying about most of your points. I'll prove this later in the video. So yeah, this disclaimer is invalid. Also, you straight up took this disclaimer from pYrOCRISPYfade. I can use it though, since I'm actually providing facts.
Until they repeat themselves again, stating, and I quote, "Stay till the end of the stream for my age reveal." Generally speaking, this is something called age baiting. It's pretty self-explanatory and is a big problem on TikTok.
So then you start talking about how she was saying she was going to age reveal at the end of her live stream, which was something that her audience was curious and was asking about her, that she was age baiting. Now, this is false. Age baiting by definition is, in summary, pretending to be younger or a different age online, usually to troll, provoke, or get reactions. Now, in the interview I had with her, I made a mistake and I thought that age baiting was referred to as jail baiting, which was wrong. But either way, she was not age baiting nor jail baiting. She wasn't pretending to be a different age to troll. So that's lie number one we already found. Now, I'm not sure if this guy is living under a rock, but I'm not understanding how he thinks that all of this is inappropriate, especially so to where he made a video on this. I only saw 2 videos of all the ones he showed to where the thumbnail of the videos could be considered inappropriate. The video themselves aren't even inappropriate.
Common sense can tell you that this just isn't okay. Now, let me see the
digital footprint. So I know most of my community has a very big digital footprint. Imagine this scenario. You get a job and you get like interviewed. They search up your email or whatever, and they like try to find a link to all of your.
And the ones that are inappropriate is why she has a 17+ warning on her page.
VTuber avatar that she has, which is just bait, and it's clearly not appropriate.
Oh, you know what? I'm convinced. Convinced this guy is This is her avatar without Trife's useless censor on it. The fact that he thinks this is bait means he's never seen a real woman before.
Regardless of whether or not you're 17+, you're still a Roblox content creator. You always assume that most of your audience consists of underage individuals.
No, Trife, that isn't how it works. If you're stated to be a 17+ page, you are a 17+ page. I don't care if you make SpongeBob content or Roblox content. Again, they are stated to be a 17+ page.
What topics did I find upon joining this Discord? Consisted of talking about tomboys and femboys, exchanging thigh pics and talking about femboys in a public space between minors. And yes, just to repeat, so you heard that correctly, a kid exchanged thigh pics with someone else.
Now, this could actually be a valid argument, and when I talked about this in the interview I had with Mariii, the thing was that there was no proof of any of that happening in private DMs, and no proof of any pictures being sent either, which is why they weren't banned when the mods asked about it. Also, it's pretty much impossible to moderate literally everything. But also, Trife, since you talk about her Discord so much, let's look into your Discord. Oh my god, Trife, you're a Roblox channel. I can't believe you. Anyways, it's pretty obvious you had way more bad stuff in your Discord than she would have ever had in hers. So that's really hypocritical of you, Trife.
Which is a clean mismatch and is at worst extremely predatory and at best really negligent, which is something she needed to take accountability for.
Okay, so then you have predatory behavior or you're negligent since you play Roblox and have a Discord server too. Oh yeah, don't forget to take accountability for that also, Trife.
She even went out of her way to do the following. 1, she deleted her Discord server entirely. Now, I didn't say delete her Discord server. You can take down the server. In fact, I encourage you to do so. What I think you need to do is, yes, get rid of the server, fire your current moderation because they're not doing their job, and I think you should ban them because I think they're probably, like, enabling this, if I'm going to be frank. Just delete the server. I'm not going to engage in any legal action because, honestly, it's not worth my time. She then proceeded to delete all her videos except for her apology video, which she posted right after I had this call with her, and then finally deciding to actually quit content creation entirely.
Wow, it's just unbelievable the lengths he goes to try and put someone down. He manipulated this girl, told her that her content was way too sexualized when it clearly wasn't. And again, she put her page as 17 plus. She can do whatever she wants on her own page. Then he proceeds to tell her that she has to delete her server, making her think that she was doing something wrong, and then telling her he could do legal action against her, which then was freaking her out, which led to her making impulsive decisions. On top of that, he also lied in his own video saying that he never told her to delete anything. Trife is a disgusting human who goes after people who he knows he can control and make do whatever he wants. When Mariii came to me asking for help, knowing what kind of person Trife is after she saw the video he made on her and what he made her do, I just had to help. He also put hashtag slep in his description like he's cleaning up Roblox and saving people. He's so clearly delusional. Trife isn't even close to helping the slep situation by doing this. Now, before I ask this, I personally think that this isn't your fault, as I'm sure you can't, or your mods can't monitor all of the things that are said in your Discord 24/7. But why was it that there was an instance of 2 minors exchanging each other pictures without mods detecting it in your Discord?
Okay, so the mention of the pics were severely out of context, which is why many of the mods saw the message but did not take any action. There was also no proof that those 2 individuals were sharing such pictures between each other in the private DMs.
So Trife says that you make content. What are your thoughts about that?
Honestly, I don't like the label. It's basically in a way just calling me a when I've never done anything to pursue or have bad intentions with my. I've never sent explicit images nor texted a minor in such a way that makes them feel uncomfortable. I feel that calling people a pet or a shouldn't be a loose word you just throw around like that. Just like how you can't just accuse someone of being a rapist. I really do think it's that severe. Some of these accusations can be like career ending, and that is why I think it is a very serious label that should be used with caution. Giving labels out like that too commonly is just already bad, and it causes a lot of harm.
Trife has said too that you have one of the most dangerous communities, quote unquote. What do you think about his statement right there?
Once again, being labeled as one of the most dangerous communities is already a stretch. That is basically calling my server a terror group when it's not. All my mods knew that the Discord did comply with Discord terms of service, and I even have proof from an official Discord member in which they looked into the server and did a safety check. So the mods were harsh and did moderate on anything too explicit, such as not safe for work and gore. And like saying that I had one of the most dangerous Discord communities is an insult to the people in my server who were there for laughs and a good time, which many did have. Many friends were made on my server. My server created a lot of opportunities to meet genuine people, and if there were bad people, they would get banned. The ban logs reached in the thousands.
Trife said that you age bait as a hook to your live stream, so people will stay and watch, but the definition of age baiting is referred to someone who is considered sexually attractive but is below the age of consent. But you were just age revealing at the end of your live stream. What do you think about that?
Honestly, like, if that is so, then it just defeats the whole purpose of the definition. That is why when he joined my live and asked why I was age baiting, I asked about it on my end, being the question if it was because of the possibility I was underage. But he said no, it was worse that I'm older because, like, I don't know, but it looks like I was just gaslighted about the definition because I'm not a minor who age baited. This means I am a consensual adult. It was a question that people that have asked me before in the past, so I just decided to tell them on live because a lot were very curious about it.
Right, so you were using a question that your audience was very curious about for them to stay to watch the live stream, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Trife titled his video, "Trolling Makes Cringe TikToker Quit Her Channel." And in his video, he refers to you as a PDF, but then he contradicts himself in the description of his own video, saying that you aren't directly a PDF. What are your thoughts about this? Do you think that maybe he used you for his own self-gain?
Honestly, I do think it was for the views. On call, he asked me if my goal was to make money as a content creator, and while like, yeah, that was somewhat right. Like, money wasn't the number one reason why I started content creation, though. I honestly enjoyed it. I did it out of fun, and even right now, I still want to post. But I feel that if you do content creation for the money, it may not last long term, which I feel that Trife does. If you look at both his YouTube and his TikTok, he's very inconsistent with his posting, and that just wouldn't work out in the field of being a content creator. And like, yeah, I get that he may be busy with other things, but if he truly dedicated his career to content creation, he could always make up time. There would be no excuses. So I just feel that if he only does content creation for money, nothing else. That is why he labels me with such extreme terms to get views. Once again, though, I have no issues if he has hate speech towards me. He has the freedom of speech and the right to say not nice things about me. But it gets to a point where if you're accusing someone of very serious things, it just becomes an issue. It's things you can't joke about or say in the end that you were just kidding.
Trife said that you also allow kids to join your server and let them view your page, even though you explicitly say that you are a 17+ TikTok channel. What do you think about this? Do you think it's your fault kids look at your content even though that you say you're a 17+ page?
So as you can see in my bio, it states that it was 17+. So before anyone joins my server, they have to see that. There are no excuses. For example, if you're a minor and let's say you go onto an adult site in which the site states that you agree that you are an adult and the kid lies, the kid and their family cannot sue the site because they have agreed to the terms of service about what they have gotten themselves into. Now, I'm not saying my server was a not safe for work server, but I am just using an example. I don't think it's the kid's fault for seeing my content on their page or if it pops up on their For You page. But once again, there are worse things that kids see on the For You page other than like my content. I would like to emphasize this and say there has been way worse. I've actually talked to someone about this and they have said their little brother was exposed to literal on their For You page. My page did not show any private parts of the human body at all. No nude, but the topics that I talked about were for sure not kid friendly, but not to a point where it was like extremely bad. I just think it's more on the parents' responsibility. If they allow their kids to have TikTok, then that is on the parents, especially if they can't monitor their child correctly.
So when Trife came up to you during your live stream and was suggesting you were a PDF, did that make you more nervous and or uncomfortable than you normally would have been? Do you think that you took far more drastic measures than you normally would have because of the false thoughts he put in your head during the live stream, then having to end it because of him, then having to talk to him one-on-one in a private Discord chat?
Yeah, being accused is something very extreme. Now imagine walking down the street and being accused of in front of 400 to 500 people, right? I think that would make a lot of people uncomfortable. That was what basically happened to me, except being called up. I was streaming to a solid amount of people. I usually average like 300 to 400 every time I stream. To be told and like asked that during a live is just something I feel would make a lot of people uncomfortable. And yeah, I think he could have talked to me privately in DMs and assessed his concerns about my content from there, rather than just trying to play hero and quote unquote expose me, saying I was a predator. I would have been fine if he told me on the live that he has concerns about my content and told me to check DMs on the side. But from there, we could have had a much longer talk or conversation and I would have got to hear his side more.
Trife keeps mentioning the fact in his video that grooming could have happened in your Discord server, but has no proof of that, and I think personally was just super speculation. Do you think that would have happened in your server? I mean, you had multiple mods and bots watching over the Discord server, right?
Yeah, the mods were doing their best, and the bots was so strict. I actually had a few complain in personal DMs, and some people even left the server and created a new server just because of how strict the bot was. The security was tight, and people that have tried to nuke the server just couldn't. Any mentions or proof that was shown to a mod about someone trying to groom someone else would be instantly banned. In fact, the server had an IP ban system, and it was pretty serious. And yes, there was no proof of grooming that happened in the server. If there was, there would be many complaints. You could also ask a lot of people who were on the server, and many would say that they were just fine, having a fun, chill time.
Is there anything else you'd want to add to our conversation, Mariii, before we end it?
As of now, not that I can think of, but I don't appreciate Trife trying to play a wannabe hero. It's also funny that he deleted many hate comments on his channel. I received hate comments too on my end, but I never deleted them. I let them stay on my page. Trife looks like he censored a lot. If you don't have the guts to be in drama, stay out of it and don't cause any. But that's all I have to say for Trife. And having a superior morality complex doesn't make you better of a person. It's almost fake, like you are trying to appeal to the masses. It's just not genuine. There's almost no connection, and I feel that is why maybe he doesn't want a lot of engagement on his post, because people can really see right through that. But if you are genuine, then you get engagement without starting drama. Yeah, that's all I have to say for now, and thank you for your time.